Okay, to start, you want to have one tab open with Sketchup. You want to have one tab open with the assignment, which is the using a floor plan layout. And you want to have one tab open with this YouTube video. So the first thing we're going to do is go to the assignment using a floor plan layout. It will probably look slightly different by the time we're done with it. But we want to go to this small house floor plan PNG. And what we want to do is we want to open this up. And I pulled this off of Pinterest. What we want to do is we want to download this image. So you want to click on this and it should download down here in the lower left-hand corner. Okay, then what we're going to do is go to SketchUp and we're going to create a new simple feet and inches and wait for that to open up. All right, get rid of Helen here. And we're going to save this as, a floor plan layout. Okay. Right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go insert from your computer. And we're going to pull this in like we normally pull in your signature. So it will be under small, where is it? It'll be in your downloads, but you want to look for a small house layout. There we go. Small house floor plan PNG. And we're going to go open. Now, you see there are three kinds of files that we can import. We can import the SKP file, which you guys have done a bunch of times. We can, and then two kinds of image files, PNGs and JPEGs. So we're going to bring this in as an image. And you see that it imports just the same as your signature would. So what we're going to do is go right to the origin. Make sure you get that right there. And we're going to pin one side. And then just kind of like our signature, we want to put this on the floor. So I don't know. I'm going to kind of go like, I don't know, something like this. Okay. And just pin it down on the floor. All right. I'm going to hit save and then rotate. Rotate like this. I'm going to bring this guy up. Rotate again. So we have this pre-designed floor plan. So this would be if you wanted to model a 3D model for a client off of an existing floor plan. This is a very cool skill to have so that we can create something. These are like architectural plans, and we would want to create like a walkthrough 3D model for a client. So they can visualize like what all of this is going to look like. So this is like a small, well, it's not that small. It's got 3 bedrooms, but small-ish house. But the important thing here is you can see, we're going to do a couple of things. So what we need to do is resize this so that we can tell what it would look like in actual dimensions. So you can see this master bedroom over here. So you can see this master bedroom over here is 11 feet 6 inches. And right now, if we were to check it out, we're going to use the tape measure tool. And that's an interior dimension, by the way. I'll clear that out. The interior dimension, if I go from here to here, just because I randomly put it on, you want to make sure you can see it's only 2 feet 1 1/8 inches, which is very small. So what we want to do is we want to make this correct size, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, we're going to, I'm going to get, okay. We're going to make this a group. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, I'm going to triple click it. So 1, 2, 3, we right click and we want to hit explode. Right now, you want to think of it basically, you know how we paint on brick or we paint on tile? So you have like a panel and then we put like a picture on top of it. Right now, this is a giant panel, like just a surface, a plane, like a rectangle, and it has this painting of this picture on top of it. So now what we want to do, I'm going to right click and I'm going to put make group. Now, what this allows us to do is that we can draw on top of it and not change it at all. It will allow us to hide the surface later if we need to, and it won't alter anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zip in here and I'm going to use this master bedroom. Now, it's really important to draw on the axis with this. I'm going to close this. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do a single click over here. So single click one time on the left. You can see it's kind of drawing out. And then I want to do a single click over here on the right there. Single click. Now, before I have done anything else, I'm going to start typing. Now you can see I'm not moving the cursor in there. I'm going to start typing. I'm going to go 11 feet 6 inches. Oops, 11 feet 6 inches. You can see that down, and then it says, do you want to resize the model when I hit enter? What we do is we hit OK. And what that does is it brings it out. Okay, now when I look at this and I go from here to here, you can see down in the bottom right, it's 11 feet 6 inches. You can see that length right there. So it's just single click, you type 11 foot 6 inches and hit enter, and then it'll give you the option to resize the model. That's the main skill you're learning today. We're going to hit save, and I'm going to back out of this. Okay, so now our whole goal is to trace this thing, to trace all these black walls with the line tool. So I'm going to start doing that. And what we want to do is also trace and cut the walls right here for the windows and for the doors. So, and my suggestion, I would say start with the outer walls first. So we're going to go line tool. You want to go as close in as we can to that absolute corner right there. Click. And then you can see how it pulls along the red axis. We want to go all the way out and zoom all the way over here and zip in and get it really, really close to the edge right there. Okay, so right there. Okay, and then we're going to go, we have another line going there. And I'm going to go all the way around this. I'm actually going to pause the video right now because you don't need to see me do all of this. But as I go around, something is going to happen when I close it off. It's going to create a plane, and we'll see what that looks like in a second. So don't worry about it. I'll come back. Okay, so I closed off the entire plane. So I kind of just created a big rectangle. You could have also done this with the rectangle tool. Then what's going to happen is we get this thing called Z flashing. See how it's kind of like zipping back and forth? The reason for this is because the two drawings, because they have no thickness, they're occupying the same space. And so the computer is like flashing back and forth between the two things, between the rectangular plane and the drawing, trying to decide which one to show you. So don't worry about it. It's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. All right, so I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do the thickness of the walls. We can actually use the offset tool. I'm going to go ahead and measure this wall right here. So I believe it's going to be a 4-inch wall. I'm not sure. So we bring it in 4.5. Okay, so it's a 4.5-inch wall. So I'm going to use the offset tool. Grab the outside right there. Come on. Computer's having a hard time. It's all right. Come on. There we go. Okay, so I tap once, I kind of draw in, and I'm going to go 4.5. And that creates kind of that interior. So we have an offset on that guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this interior plane, and I'm going to erase it, actually. And okay, and the way you're going to do that, you can see this kind of area that's flashing in the corner. What you want to do is just select the interior plane, okay? And the way I'm going to do that, if you click once, you get the interior. If you click twice, you get the rectangle on the outside, and you don't want that. So once again, just click once on the rectangle on the inside, and then hit backspace, and it'll go away. Then you'll eliminate that kind of flashing. So the next thing I want to do is I want to carve out all of the windows and the doors. The way that I'm going to do that, see right now, if I grab the push-pull and I hit this and bring it up, it'll give me all the exterior walls, which is pretty cool. What I want to do now is I want to make cutouts for all of the windows. So I'm going to tap the line key. I'm going to go on the edge and bring it out. Make sure you can see that there's that green line. That's going to make sure that everything is straight and on the correct planes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go through and cut out every window, every door. Okay, put those lines in every window, every door. Okay, I've gone through and I've cut out every window, every door. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this whole thing up 10 feet. So we're going to tap the push-pull, and you're going to see that it's cut into chunks because everywhere that you put a line, it breaks the surface. So what I do is I grab this and I go up, and I'm going to hit 10 feet and hit enter. Now, when I tap on each one of these things, so I'm going to tap on this one. If I double click on it, it will use the last thing that I typed in, which is 10 feet. So double click. Oops. Just kidding. That was going to be very cool. And I don't know why that's not working. Give me a second. Okay, I had to accidentally deleted one of the edges, and when I healed it, when I tried to put it back together, it healed the inside. So you can see it's doing that Z flashing again. So if I tap on the inside again, just a single click, and hit backspace, it'll get rid of it. So once again, I'll bring this up to on face. Oh, I see what happened. It went below it. Nice. Okay, let me clean this up really fast. All right, I fixed it. So in here, we're gonna zoom in, tap P, grab this thing, go up to the top. I think if I double click on this, it will go the same height. Double click, this is what I was trying to do earlier. Double click on each surface. So we're going to go around the whole thing, and I'm going to bring up all the walls. You guys don't need to see that. Okay, so I brought all my walls up so you can see the exterior is all done. And if you notice, some interesting things happened here. We have this, this kind of blue-gray area and this white area. We want all of it to be white. And that means that it's an exterior. We're looking at it, the image is flipped, and it's no problem. It happens. So what I'm going to do is triple click. Okay, triple click, and then I'm going to go reverse faces, and then it flipped these silly ones in the back, and that's all right. I'm just going to select those individually. So you just select this, reverse face, select this, reverse face, and I'm just going to clean all of this up so that we have the exterior faces on the exterior and the interior on the interior. All right, all better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw a guideline at about 7 feet because doors are at a 7-foot height. So I'm going to zip in on this, also hitting save here and there. I'm going to zip in on this and grab the tape measure tool. Tap T if you want, and that's the keyboard shortcut. I'm going to drag up and go 7 feet. Okay. And I'm also going to throw one up at about 3 feet. That's going to be the bottom of the windows. Feet and 7 feet. And then what I'm going to do is start cutting out these openings. We don't want just make it kind of like our last one. You can see which one's a door and which one's a window. So this guy right here is a door. So door here, and then push pull, and there we go. There's our door. This one's a window. So we have a 7-foot line. Okay. And push that one through. There we go. One more time. There we go. There we go. I'll fix it. Okay. Anyway, cut out all your doors and windows. So I'll come back. So as I'm doing this, I'm realizing sometimes it will leave an absolutely super thin push through. And what you can do is just select the plane and hit backspace and it'll go away. So if that happens to you, so when I'm going push and I get that one face right there, you can almost sometimes when you drag up or left or right, it will give you that. And then you see it doesn't cut all the way through. If that happens to you, just select inside, double click, single click, and hit backspace and it'll cut right through. For the bathroom windows in the back, we're going to change the height a little bit. So I want a window that, okay, so in the back, you're going to do your same guidelines. So we're going to go from here up 7 feet. We're going to go for the windows. Actually, even for the kitchen windows, let's keep them all high. So here we're going to go up, we can go up 6 feet. That's going to create a one foot window up, but that's good. That's kind of what you want over your bathtub and over your showers. Okay, so I've done my door in the back, 2 very tall bathroom windows in the back up at the 6-foot mark. That one's over a tub and this one's over a toilet. I want to drop the kitchen window down a little bit just because that would be nice to be able to look out while you're doing dishes or whatever. So I'm going to put this one at 4 feet. So I'm going to throw on another tape line, go up, and we'll go to 4 feet. Just to make that one a little bit bigger. I can change it later. All right, I've got all of my window openings cut. What I'm going to do is delete all the guides now. So I'm going to go over here and hit delete all guides, and it gets rid of all of them. And I'm going to go in, close that up. I'm going to go in and actually erase all of these edges all the way around. I'm just kind of going through and meticulously erasing all of these, just cleaning everything up. When I do this, I'm going to group the entire outside wall as an object. Okay, so I got everything all cleaned up. What I'm going to do is triple click this. Okay, so everything is highlighted. You notice that because we grouped the image on the bottom earlier, it is not highlighted, which is great. I'm going to right click and go make group. Remember that groups are singles and components are to be copied. Okay, so now what you're going to do is go ahead and cut all of the interior walls as well using the same procedure. And you're going to remember that the heights of the doors are all going to be 7 feet. So we're going to just go ahead and draw lines around all of these sections in here and then cut the doorways through. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that really fast. All right, so I have traced all of the inside walls. You can see them doing that Z flashing. It's all wiggly. And I'm going to pull them up 10 feet into position. There is a wall that goes around this. This is for the water heater. And this F-U-R-N is furnace. All right, the last thing is going to be putting some guidelines at the 7-foot mark, and then cutting the wall, cutting the door openings. So we go P, it's up, 7 foot, hit enter, tape measure tool again, up 7 feet, enter. So anywhere we have, anywhere we have walls that we need to cut a door into. Come on, there we go. 7 foot. And then you want to cut your door openings. There's a bunch of closets, so it's going to take a little time. Once you cut all of those door openings, and again, that's just the same procedure as before, where we're doing lines, grab, push, pull, shove through until it turns clear. There we go. Okay, so we're going to cut all of those, hide the guidelines, and then you're going to throw your signature on the outside. I'm just going to cut this video short because we're going to put your signature on the outside and take a snip. So that is your work for today. Thank you.